Hello Leslie, hello there. Good afternoon. Why does it now say under people's names, bring them on camera? Very strange. Hello Fiona, hello there. Hello Sue, good afternoon. Hello there. Hello Eugenie, hello there. I'm ready for it. Hi Debbie. And Eugenie says hello to everyone. Good afternoon everybody. Hello Paula, hello there. Hello Wendy. It's not been too bad. I've planted a couple of baskets. That's about as energetic as it gets. Hello Rianne. I've not been very energetic. I need to put that to rights. Hi Lindy. Just ordered some more compost, Lindy. No, you don't want to see me on camera. I know it's weird. It says bring something on camera. I'm thinking, what's it talking about? I updated my software and it's lethal because then it brings in new things. Hello Pat, how are you? Hello Lee, good afternoon. Hello everybody, good afternoon. Hello Annette. Hi Steph. Good afternoon Steph, hello there. Hello Yvonne. How are you? I'm just waiting a few moments because sometimes it takes time for everybody to find us. Hi Tracy, it's very windy here as well, Kay. In fact, it annoys me because all my plants end up bent, flopping, and it drives me potty. Nor me until the hairdresser's open again. Yes, I need the hairdresser, Roz. I need the hairdresser. And Linda's going, I put a tin in the bin the other day, drat. That's it, bin diving, Linda. Go back to bin diving. It is, it's blowing a gale here, but I've just taken my hanging baskets down. It's battered. It's just driving me potty because all my plants just get damaged after you've just grown them. Just received some wonderful news from my dear friends from across the pond. He is virus free. Yay, Carolyn, that's fantastic news. Hello Holly, hello there. Hello Lisa, hello there. Good afternoon. Good afternoon Jeanette, bonjour, ça va? Hello Deirdre. It asked me if I wanted to appear in your video. I know, how weird Debbie. Can you imagine if I press yes on all the comments where it says do you invite them on screen? We have about 10 of us on screen. It might be more entertaining if there's about 10 of us. It's blowing hooligans here as well, Sue. It's just... The problem is, I don't like going out when it's blowing a gale because all my plants have flopped. Everything's all over the place. It drives me potty. It takes you till May to get your garden looking beautiful. And then the winds come and it looks a disaster. Yeah, my pots have been blown over as well, Lee. The lawns are full of leaves. Yeah, you should see mine, Anita, from the willow tree. Chris, wait till I've done the project. You might not think I'm good then because I've done no prep. So it might be a pile of poop. I've asked my friends to keep me some tins. Yes, I'm going to use this tin. Mainly because that's all that's on my desk. Are you having sardines on toast? Rot. Sod. Look, it says bring them on camera. It even says it on Chris Creswell. Bring them on camera. It must be a new thing. I can bring so many people on camera. He's an EMT and became unwell after a shift last week. Oh, I'm glad he's virus free then, Carolyn. So yes, it's telling everybody to bring them in on camera. Could you imagine? Has Tracy sent you a link? I didn't see the link. Hello, Paula. How are you? Sardines, yes. I think these were sardines from Anne. But it's the only thing I've got on my desk, so we're using it. Hello, Debbie. Debbie says, hello, you crazy lot. Try mackerel if you don't like sardines. There you go. Lucy says, try mackerel. Do eat. You see, Sue wants me to click where it says, bring them on camera. Only the best friends would send you rubbish in the post. That wasn't rubbish, Tracy. That was a fab post. I had those little trowels arrive today. They're cute, aren't they, Bev? Where's mine? Oh, they're on the side here. Do you know, I'm such a drip. I'm so disorganised today. Yes, I've got the little trowels. They're cute, aren't they? I've obviously got a thing about cute things a minute. I know, isn't it weird, Chris? It says, Tina's come on now, and it says, bring them on camera. And Sue, there's a little button that says, request to join the live. Yeah, I know. Let's have 150 people joining the live. I wonder what that'd be like. Because it said it on everybody's post now, and we've got 109 people. Let's bring 109 people live. Yeah, shall we try bringing everybody on camera tomorrow? That'll be hilarious. Can you imagine? Pilchards. Oh, I can't eat mind you, I can't eat sardines either. Are we having a toolbox? Well, I'm just going to make it up. Seriously, this is what I've got on my desk. So this is what I've got on my desk. I've got this stamp set. I'll ask my dad to keep his tins. You're all mad. I love it. How everybody's like, let's save the tins. Oh, I could just imagine. So literally what I've got on my desk, do you remember this background we created the other day? And I did nothing with it. It's on the back of a canvas board. So I've got that on my desk. I've got a sardine tin. Hello, Jennifer. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Too right, Linda. It's just that I've got more trash than most. So I've got this sardine tin from my lovely friend Anne. So I thought I'd use that. I've got this piece of wood. Don't ask me. Just don't ask me. It's on my desk, so I'll use it. I've got these, the ready reckoners, do you remember from the other day? So I'm afraid I'm using them. I've done nothing, no prep. I've got these backgrounds that we created the other day, so I'm going to have to use them. You'll be plastered all over my big TV screen. A large selection of PJs on show. Can you imagine? Oh, Janet, oh, she'll be so pleased you've ordered from Pink Cat, because they're a little business and it's lovely. Look for beetles and frogs, but had none. Might have to put a request in for beetles and frogs. Be a shortage of sardines now. Sardines or mackerel. Lucy says mackerel's a bit better. So we're just going, this is what we're going to use, because literally I've got nothing else on my desk. I haven't had time to do any prep. I really need to get back into doing some exercise. I really do need to get back to doing some exercise. Yeah, you can spend a pretty penny, Jane. They're lovely. But they are lovely charms, I must admit. I'm loving the paintbrushes. The paintbrushes are so adorable. They're really cute. But they're good quality ones. They're not cheap rubbish. They're good quality. Really good quality charms. Don't like sardines, so I think I need to get a cat so I can keep grabbing him. That might be a bit excessive to get a cat, Sally. It is ready, steady, craft instead of ready, steady, cook. I've got no idea what I'm doing. It's just, I haven't got a clue. But what does it matter? We can just craft together, because I'm in one of those moods today where I haven't got a clue. I literally haven't got a clue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this background. Yes, eBay had some, Debbie. eBay had some. Oh, Pink Cat will be so chuffed. Hello, Diane. Hello there. Hello, Autumn. How are you? How are you, Diane? How are you, Autumn? Thanks, Lynn. It's like a cooking programme. You get thrown in a few... Yeah, I used to love those cooking programmes where they throw in a few bits. I've got to start exercising, Liz, or else I'm going to be like a roly-poly. I've got to start exercising again. So I'm going to start walking or doing something. I have to. I'm going to look like a changed person when I come out of this lockdown. You're not going to recognise me. Wanted one that was sitting only had spread out one looked like roadkill. Roadkill. But maybe Altoid mint tin. Yes, the mint tins are a little bit smaller. These are a little bit longer. So it's a bit like a shadow box, so it's quite handy. And they're quite light as well. Oh, I'm waffling again. I'm doing my usual waffle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little touch of background stamping. You're just going to have to bear with me because this is going to be slow. Books from eBay. Tracy uses pages. I can tell I'm not with it because I put my brayer back and I've had to get my brayer again. Crafting with my grandson. My hands are turquoise spray ink. Oh, Diane, bless. Bless. So I'm just going to... I created this background on a previous live and I thought, well, considering I've done no prep, I'll have to use it. Hello, Kate. Hello there. Oh, I'm glad you're well. Getting my chores done today for tomorrow's art party. Yay, Autumn. And how's the tooth? Not your tooth, but how's the tooth? Are we out of pain? Because it was it your son that was in pain? So I'm just going to add some circles to my background. Just some random circles to the background of this, just to give it some interest. If we ever meet up, can I sit next to the people who've been eating the Altoid mints and not the sardine? Do you not want to sit by the people that have been eating the sardines? Do you think they might pong? Poor people who've been eating sardine. I couldn't eat them. Good afternoon, Kim. He is better. They took 3. Wow. Infection has healed. Oh, that's good news, Autumn. It doesn't matter that you're late, Chris. I've done nothing. In fact, Chris, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going with the flow, to be honest. So we're just going with the flow. We've got no plan because there just wasn't enough time to prep. I ran out of time. There just wasn't enough hours in the day. I'm back, just been sorting my new Alexa Echo. Ooh, that sounds posh. I've been sorting my Alexa Echo. Hi, Hinge. Hinge? Who's Hinge? Hinge and Bracket. That reminds me of Hinge and Bracket. Hello, Hinge. Just wiping up that bit of paint. I will lift this up so you can see. I've even lost my kitchen roll. I had a lump of kitchen roll. Of course, the kitchen roll has disappeared because I've gone live, like it always does. I'm grand, Ros. Shelley says she's grand. That can't be bad. Grand. So can you see I've got some circles here in the background, here and here and here, just to lift it a little bit. So I've got some circles. Our dogs are a bit snobby and have Caesar trays. That'll do, Liz. You can play with the Caesar trays. And Maureen's been listening to music on my Alexa all morning. Ooh, maybe that's why I need an Alexa, because I need to listen to music all morning. What do you think? Never thought of that. Hey, look what my father-in-law gave me. We're my father-in-law's carers, but look what my father-in-law gave me. I got this old brush. It's 40 years old. I'm going to have to use that in some art, aren't I? Look how big it is. It's bigger than an 8-inch canvas. But look at that. A really old brush. Sorry you're in pain, Madeline. I've just seen that message. Sending hugs. I'm learning how to speak proper English. Proper English. You're never going to learn proper English from me, Hope. Yes, Hinge and Bracket. They were brilliant, weren't they? Have you failed miserably, Sue? That's good. You don't want me on big screen. But look at my paintbrush. It's brilliant. It's all bent and it's fab. My father-in-law gave me that. We have an Echo downstairs. I wanted one for upstairs and this one was down. Oh, so you can have them upstairs as well, can you? So could I have one in my craft room and then play music? It's good. It's a lovely brush, isn't it? I really like the brush. So what I'm going to do now is I've got this, so I'm going to add some scratchy lines to the background, just to the background of my canvas, just to lighten it a little bit. I may cover some of this up, but that doesn't matter. But we're just adding some of this cream paint in the background. We're just giving, it just lightens the background a touch. And plus I like scratchy lines, so that's my excuse. I like doing them. Oh, I'm on Sue's big screen. You see, I find that quite frightening, being on a big screen. It's quite scary, thinking about being on a big screen, I think. I'm glad my face is not on a big screen. Oh, dear Lord. No, that would be very frightening. So, drill holes in it and use it to hang a craft project. Oh, do you mean this? Do you mean me brush? So put it on the wall and then have little hooks coming out of it. Is that what you mean, Lindy? Put it on the wall and then I could have like little things hanging from it. It is nice, isn't it? Hubby has got his own back. A new record player arrived yesterday. Not sure he has equalled what I've spent. Oh, he's allowed a treat, Sue, bless him. The trowels, I got some trowels from Pink Cat and the other trowels from Craft Stash. So yes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add these book pages here, like so, just to lift it a little bit. Feel better soon, Madeline, Steph says. Did you have a staff meeting, Joe? No problem at all. We're just working with what I've got on my desk. Yeah, Pink Cat sell wonderful trinkets. What colour is what, Anita? The paint I used, the paint is honeydew. On the background, it's honeydew and chocolate pudding. I love that name, chocolate pudding. It's proper English now, what I speak to Hope. I love that I speak proper English as far as Hope's concerned. It's so descriptive. I'm very descriptive, Hope. I don't know whether I'd describe some things as good as they're supposed to be described, but hey-ho. But it's definitely not, you know, true English. Not the way I speak it anyway. So we're just adding, I want some of these pages to stick up and be a bit aged as well. So I don't want them stuck down completely. We have 4 too. What lovely people you are. Oh, Madeline, no, it's not nice when you're in pain. It's not pleasant at all. And we like being here for everybody anyway. It's a lovely little community. So I'm just adding these pages because what I'm thinking then is we'll add, so we've got to use everything we've got. So I'm going to add this piece of wood here. My paint's still wet and I haven't dried it, but I'm not bothered. So I'm now going to paint this piece of wood. That paintbrush is wet. So this piece of wood was left on my desk, so we may as well use it. I am well, Rita. How are you? I'm on a go slow today, Rita. Do you think there's much hope for me for the workshop tomorrow? Mind you, nobody minds when I go slow on the workshop. So it's a good job. So I'm on a go slow today. I'm not super fast today. But it doesn't matter, does it? It doesn't matter if we're a bit slower. So I'm just adding the same paper artsy paint to my piece of wood. Tracy, what does the page title say? Is that what the book is called? Do you mean the pages that I've put in the background? The pages I've put in the background are a ready reckoner. Let me get my little book. To ready reckoner it says 1 shilling and 11 pence. It's a ready reckoner book. Ready reckoner. But I had it on my desk, so I'm using it. Oh no, I'm going in the bathroom with Jane. She's got to clean the bathroom. So we're off into the bathroom with Jane. We do some things on these Facebook Lives. Jane's cleaning the bathroom, so we're all going with her. Is that all right? We're all going with Jane to clean the bathroom. So I hope you're all going to help out. So I'm just going to paint the edges of my piece of wood. And I don't want it to be perfect. More time for us to natter with each other. Yes, that's true, Liz. I love our natters. But I definitely need to get my bum in gear and do some more exercise with my daughter. I need to walk or else I'm going to look like a ball bearing on legs. So I do need to do some exercise and take a leaf out of my daughter's book. So that's our paint. Let's just mop this up. Just stay there while I go put this in water. Stay there. Stay there. Oh, she's in there. I'm just getting some water, so bear with me. Sorry, I had to get some water for my paintbrush. I can't let it, because this is one of my favourite paintbrushes. So I can't let the paintbrush go. I love cleaning the bath. Really, Patricia? Really? And Wendy's Ready Reckoner came, yes. That's it. Steph says that Roz and Steph need to go on a Ready Reckoner spree. They are fab. To be honest, they last you forever. They last you ages, and I use them so much in art. I'm too short and almost have to climb in. Oh, there's nothing wrong with being short. All good things come in small packages. We've all got to fit in, because we're going to the bathroom with Jane. Jane's cleaning the bathroom while I'm live. Can you imagine? You need more craft items if you love cleaning your bath. Oh, they do have some cute, cute Brian charms. Ooh, might have to get some Brian ones. I need to exercise, Jane. I'm going to have to start walking. Oh, Leslie got her Ready Reckoner as well. Yay, and Carolyn got some Tim Holtz goodies. I love me goodies at the moment. I'm enjoying me goodies at the minute. I don't know about you, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying me craft, even when I haven't got a clue where I'm going with the craft. Even though sometimes I sit there and think, right, what am I going to create today? And I've got no idea. But then that's part of the fun, isn't it? As long as you feel like you haven't got to rush. So I'm going to use my number stamp. The plastic is all bent. I've used it that much. It's all bent. Oh, I can smell you from here. Janet, somebody can smell you from here. That's not very good, is it? She's saying she can smell you from here. So I'm using these two colour archival inks just to bring a bit of turquoise into the mix. Just to bring a little bit of turquoise. Just to bring it in. Hopefully it's just a light stamping. Just to bring a little bit of that turquoise in there. Yes, that's much better. Just to bring a little bit of life in there with some of the turquoise. So my wood's going to go here. So I can still see. So I want some stamping down here. I've had to order more card. Honestly, Leslie, I'm with you on that one. I've created that many backgrounds. I've literally got through so much card and canvases. I've got through loads of canvases. I can't believe it. Mind you, the one thing I am pleased about is I'm not wasting my product. I'm using it, so it makes me happy. The only thing in my apartment and craft room is me. I haven't had a bath for 20 years. That doesn't sound good, Madeline, that you haven't had a bath. I presume you've had a shower. Shall we just let everybody know that you have had a shower? And you're not really grubby, just in case they're a bit concerned that you might be a bit grubby. What do you think of the new Tim Holtz colour, speckled egg? There's no point asking me, because I'm just colour mad. I was expecting a different colour, but I do love the speckled egg. I do love the speckled egg colour. I was thinking it might be a brown, because Tim likes his browns, doesn't he? So I was thinking it might be that. But no, I like it. So I'm now going to add a touch of blue to my piece of wood. What are we saying? Yes, there you go. People love it. They love the colour. So I'm just adding a touch of this pale blue colour just to lift it a little bit, just to lift that design. And I'm just using my finger like a blending tool. I'm using my finger. I could rent mine out. Would you like the green room or the terracotta room? There you go. Jane's going to rent it out. Would you like the green room or the terracotta one? Sounds very posh, that does, doesn't it? Green or terracotta room. How posh does that sound? I'm getting paint all over the place here. So that little bit, what colour of paint are you using today, Tracy? Right, today, Jennifer, hang on a second, let me just wipe my hands. Today I am what does that sound like? And what have you got in the box today, Tracy? I'm using chocolate pudding, honeydew and aqueduct egg. Mainly because, Jennifer, they were on my desk. It's one of those colours you never knew you needed. I always say that. Oh, I never knew I needed it. I've always got an excuse that I need something. Doesn't need much for me to need an excuse. So I'm just going to add some of this to the background. Just a few of these splatters to the background. My paintbrush is rock solid. That's better. Just add some of these light colours of to my background. And I'll show you my hand afterwards just to prove that I get splatters everywhere as well. It's not just you. Especially when I use paint. So let me just clean this, put that in my pot. Just to prove I get splatters everywhere. Look at my hand. Just so you can see that I'm just as bad. Hello, Akina. Hello there from Belgium. It takes ages for my camera to catch up, but look at my splatters, look. I'm no different than anybody else. But I don't care. I just wipe them off and worry about it later. So I've got nice splatters everywhere like you do, but that's part of the fun of crafting. You have to get splatters everywhere. So don't forget, don't judge me yet. I've got no idea where I'm going, but I'm trying to make something out of nothing, really. I'm trying to make something out of nothing because we've hardly got any product here. Splatters, you see, I splatter everywhere. We're just as bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this sardine tin here so that it rests on the top of my box. But I think I might just add, well, I need to stick the wood down first, but I think I might add just some little numbers at the top of my wood just to make it so it's all cohesive. I've just shared this madness. Steph. Are you saying that we're all mad in here, Steph? I like being slightly quirky and mad, don't you? I wish you would just show us them all now. What's that, the colours? I get splatters on my face. I bet you I've got them on my face as well, Jane. But I'm not sticking my head under the camera because it's quite frightening. If I stick my head under the camera, it's a bit frightening. So I'm not going to do that because I don't want to scare you all. But I will have splatters on my face. But I don't care. I normally go downstairs and Ian will say to me, have you been splattering paint only it's all over your cheeks? So he's used to me now. He just doesn't take any notice. So as you can see, I've got those numbers on my wood as well now, just so it looks like I'm thinking about the design. Look, Yvonne's just joined us and it says, bring them on camera. This is the Alice in Wonderland group. Oh, bless her. It's got sardine tin filled with lemon juice outside to get rid of the fishy smell. That is so funny. It's got lemon juice. How posh is that? It's got lemon juice in the sardines, in the sardine tin, just to make it smell nice. Chris doesn't fancy using the sardine tin while it stinks. So I'm just going to add that like so. So we've used a scrap piece of wood, a few scrap pages, a canvas that was already coloured. Tracy's in Cocoa Land. Is that meant to be cuckoo or cocoa? Might be a bit of both. So let's decorate this sardine tin. Let's get some more of these pages. You broke up again then, did I? Oh. Hello, Steve-O. How are you? Hope the back's holding up. Steve-O's in the building. Another masterpiece in the making. Hang on, Laura, we haven't got a clue where we're going yet. It might not quite be a masterpiece when we've finished. This is really going with the flow. So I'm going to add, and I'm very slow today, so you'll have to excuse me because there's no rush. We're going to add these in here. If you sweep down and up again, it remedies the breakup. Thank you, Chris. There you go. If you do what Chris says, if you sweep up and down, sweep it down and up again, it gets rid of the breakups. Thankfully, I'm still here. So I'm just adding this to my sardine tin so we can't see that metal inside. So I'm just adding some more of the Ready Reckoners. There's been some bathroom talk, yes, but that was your fault, Jane, because Jane's cleaning the bathroom. Oh, good, Steve-O. I'm glad your back's good. We're talking bathrooms and exercise at the moment. I need to get some exercise, Steve-O, or else I'm going to be like a ball bearing on legs. So I need to exercise. So we're just adding, look, my tin bends, look. I can make a drum. Hi, Maria. I just spotted Chris say hi, Maria. Hello, Chris. Hello there. How are you? So I just want to add some of this page, like so, just so it looks part of the artwork then. It doesn't look too disjointed. You don't want it to be too disjointed. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the stamp Dig, Dig, Dig. I like how... No saucy talk. No, we've not had any saucy talk, Steve-O, yet. No underwear talk or in the gutter talk. But yes, it's been bathrooms and exercise. So I'm going to use the Dig, Dig, Dig stamp. And I'm going to stamp that in the background, especially if I can find my ink pad. So we're just going with the flow, Steve-O. We haven't got a plan. We haven't got a plan because Tracy hadn't got time to prep. No time to prep, so it is what it is. So we're just going with the flow. Hello, Belinda. Hello there. I like how everybody knows Steve-O. Everybody knows him, you see. He's obviously got a reputation. He gets around a bit, you see. Everybody knows him. Are we all bra-free again, ladies? Oh, Joe, definitely. Absolutely bra-free. Absolutely. In fact, I'm wondering whether I might actually get in my bra ever again. Because with this lockdown, I've done no exercise. So I could end up being like a page 3 model. Apart from the fact that they're not hanging straight outwards, they're hanging downwards. So I could end up, you know. Even I am now. Yay, Lucy. You like the flow, do you, Chris? Oh, it's quite scary, Chris, when you go with the flow when you're live, because it could just end up a total disaster, and then you just have to stand there and say, I'm terribly sorry, it's not working, it's a disaster. So it's quite scary going with the flow, especially when you really haven't got a plan. It is quite scary. So I'm just stamping my calico again because the calico was on my desk, so why not use it? Yes, I met Steve-O at Stamperama. Do you know, I think Steve-O met everybody at Stamperama. Stamperama. But can't wait to get the bugger off. Shelley can't wait to get the bugger off. Oh, no. No. I think my hubby's forgotten where my boobs are meant to be. I think they're meant to be in one position, but they're never in that position anymore. So I'm just going to add this to my sardine tin, like so. Why didn't I put the glue on first? Because I don't know about you, but when I'm making something, I have to test it first. Just joining you, and we're talking about... Sorry, Lynette. Sorry about that. And Christine's still wearing our bra. Yes, but the good thing, Christine, is because you're wearing a bra, your boobs will stay in one position. By the time I finish lockdown, I'll need an Arctic truck, not a bra. So you see, you're good because you're holding yours in the right position. One day I'm not going to be allowed on YouTube because of these conversations. I'm just not going to be allowed. So I'm going to add this here. So I've got my Dig, Dig, Dig inside my little can. Had to come upstairs to hear you. Was in the kitchen. Hubby was waffling really annoying. Poor hubby, Jennifer. Poor hubby waffling. So we're just going to move this out the way. Just move this a little bit because I want to concentrate on the tin a little bit. So we're going to do a bit of stamping. Let's bring in these backgrounds we had. I would need scaffolding. Well, trust me, at the rate I'm going to need scaffolding. Too right I am. So I've got these backgrounds, so I may as well stamp onto these backgrounds as well. So we'll stamp the tools, the garden tools, which are definitely a firm favourite at the moment because they just go with everything. So I'm going to stamp them, the garden tools. You silly saucy. So I'm just going to stamp these on the backgrounds that I've got. And obviously I've done no cutting out because there hasn't been time. Well, you can, but you'll need to put 18 plus. Well, I do put that it's not suitable for children. Sue Jones's daughter is giggling away. So yes, I do have to put that it's not suitable for children, and that's all your fault. Because of our conversations, I have to put that it's suitable for adults only. I mean, we've all got them. So I don't know why it's adults only. It's not like I'm getting them out or anything to show them. So let me just get a piece of scrap paper just to blot my tools. I found tool charms and nib charms today. I've got some vintage nibs, Christine, but I didn't find. I've got a trowel. I've got a trowel, look. So we've got to use that, but I haven't got a fork. I'm going to sneeze because I hula hoop dance. Oh, hang on, I'm going to sneeze again. I do apologise. Oh, Adi, I need to hula hoop. It's good exercise. And Adi plays the ukulele. Oh, we need to get you on a live video, Adi, playing the ukulele with your bra on, obviously. You need to have your bra on when you're playing the ukulele. But we need to get you in on a live, Adi, playing your ukulele, because that'd be entertaining with me. No way, Diane. Yes, I could get the man and shrink plastic him, Serena, and put him in the tin. I could stamp the silhouette and put him in the tin. But if I carry on at the rate I'm going, this Facebook Live will be about 4 hours long, because that's normally what happens. I end up with, when you've not done any prep and you have to cut everything out, you end up with a Facebook Live that goes on forever and everybody's falling asleep. So I'm just cutting my tools out. What we're saying, my friend plays the ukulele. Oh, there you go, somebody else who plays the ukulele. Yes, we should get Adi in on. We should get Adi to join in on a live, and we should have a singing session in one of our workshops, and have Adi live playing the ukulele, because it'd be a totally different workshop, wouldn't it? Although I must admit, on somebody's Facebook Live, no, not live, on advertising a class, a couple of ladies said, "Oh, I don't mind joining the class as long as you don't waffle." I thought, it's a good job you don't do my classes then, because we waffle for England. So this lady said she didn't like workshops where people waffle. Facebook is acting up. Lost you totally for a few minutes. Oh dear, Karen, that's not good. Dip the spider in ink and let it run all over your project. Oh, bless Jane. But yes, so some people don't like waffle when they're doing workshops, so it's a good job you lot like waffle, because that's all I do. I couldn't imagine doing a workshop and just talking about what I'm doing. I have to waffle about something. It's just the way I am. My husband makes guitars and ukuleles. Yay, Deirdre. And a bazooki. Oh, how weird is that? Deirdre's hubby makes guitars and ukuleles, and we've got 2 people who play ukuleles. I love the sociable side, Chris. To be honest, I always thought craft was meant to be sociable, but I know a couple of ladies said that they don't like doing workshops where there's too much waffle. So I just put, well, it's a good job you don't do my workshop then, because there's more waffle than anything. They did laugh, but they said they just don't like waffle. They like workshops just to be to the point, talk about what you're making and then switch off. I suppose everybody's different. I think you can learn a lot from Waffle, like just then. Like saying that their husband makes ukuleles and guitars and Adi plays the ukulele. I would never have known that if I hadn't waffled. I miss my friends, Lucy, as well. I miss my friends. Just going out for a little bit, although I can't imagine going out again, to be honest. I'm a bit scared, but that's perhaps just me, really. So I've got my tools and I've cut them out of the background, but this one needs a little bit of cream on that one. It adds to the fun. I think it does as well, Sue. I know we're all different, so... But luckily, the ladies and gentlemen that join my classes like the waffle, so I'm all right. I've still got ladies and gentlemen that want to join the classes, so that's a result. So I'm just going to add a touch of the cream paint to my tool, just because it looks a little bit better. No waffle is boring. I think it is as well, Sue. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. I like doing Facebook Lives where we have a chat as well, because I always think craft's quite a sociable thing. And I think if you can't have a chat, but then again, I'm like that at workshops. I'm scared to, I'm scared to go out, Autumn, to be honest. I'm really scared to go out. I just don't know when I'll do it again. I just don't know when. So I've got my tools. So I'm going to add my tools to my tin. Next to, need to arrange another crafty time with my best friend who lives at Southport. Yes, Jane, that'd be lovely. I'm just not, I don't feel comfortable at the moment. Waffles and chocolate sauce. Hey, I didn't see Karen join us. I must have just been slightly switched off there to my project. So I'm just adding my tools, as you can see, to my tin. Just adding my tools. That just doesn't sound right, does it? I'm adding my tools to my tin. Sounds a bit strange. Just add my tools. Be yourself, don't worry what people think. I'm better with a touch of cream too. So we've got our tools in there. Yes, I like the tools in there. That's lovely. And what else have we got in here now? What else have I got? So I've got a little bit of a rusty nail, so let's use that as well. We may as well use everything we've got. Still make it a cohesive design, but using everything we've got on our desk. Haven't been out since... Gina, I went out once shopping, and that's it. I haven't been out since. And I daren't go out again. I don't know what's up with me. Just feels a little bit strange to me. I don't know why. You never know. I might become a hermit and never go out again. We get waffle without the calories. Exactly, Steve-o. Yes, although I still need the exercise for the calories I am eating. So I'm just cutting out these little words. I'm trying not to waste anything. And what I'm trying to show is that you can use things that you've got on your desk or around the house. We don't always have to, you know, sort of search out for anything. We can use what we've got on our desk. And sometimes those products are just as good as anything. And I've just used backgrounds I created days ago. Want to get click and collect, and I was a bit panicky, haven't been out for weeks. I know, so, you can click for loads of products now, can't you? I've got to go out for a prescription soon. It was over... Crikey, it's quite a long time ago since I got a prescription because they sent me 2 lots. So I didn't have to go out for a while. So that was quite handy. I'm glad I didn't have to go out. Just straightening these up. So we'll add them somewhere. Don't know where yet, but we will add them. I'm going to add this touch of the top of the paint pot. So I'm going to add this to the inside of my tin as well. Just to give some turquoise touch. Like so. I'm going to add some wire. I need to use what I've got. Hang on. I used to have to go out daily. So very unusual for me. Yes. Yeah, I think once I've been out a couple of times I'll be alright. It's just I haven't been yet. I haven't even done the shopping. My husband's gone out and he's just used the local shops. I haven't even used the local shops. So I'm just going to use some wire, because again, that's on my desk, so why not use it? So I'm just using some of the wire on my desk, which is going to now come undone. Let's see if I can make it stick. I'll make it stick when I've got some glue. So I'm just going to add some glue here. What are we saying? Nor me, Jane. School wants us to go back to normal hours on the 1st of June. Oh, Linda. No, it doesn't sound... I just don't know how you're going to do normal hours and how you're going to make children sit in specific areas. It's all right if they're older children because they understand. But it's the younger children. How are they going to understand to sit still and not move? Or just sit in a certain area is what amazes me. I just don't know how they're going to do it. Then again, I'm not a teacher, so teachers are a lot more capable than I am. So I'm just allowing that adhesive to stick. You lot can't go out most days anyway because you have to wait for the postman. My sons and daughter have been collecting my online food shop for me. That's good, Maureen. Yes, we've been sorting out my father-in-law's. So we've had to sort out that. I'm going to add a piece of calico here as well. So I'm just making sure this sticks. So I have to hold it down a little bit. So I just have to hold this down. What I've seen on TV coverage, the children look so sad, all separated out. I just don't know. I can't imagine it, Chris. Especially younger children. How would you get them to stay seated so many metres apart or whatever? Can't be easy for the teachers. It really can't. So I'm just adding this here. I think my tin is stuck. Let me just press my tin down. We'll have to let that sit. There we go. So what I'm going to do now is add some of my index clips. Let me get some index clips. I used to live in Mag Hull. Ooh. My daughter's a teacher and I shuddered in my shoes when she gives that look. Yes, they do have a look, yes. My mother-in-law used to have a look. She used to have a look that she'd give. And a little voice that she did. She used to have a tone in her voice, and that was hilarious. You soon knew that she meant business. So I'm going to add index clips to my page now. What are we saying? 14 in my school classroom. Are the younger children or older children, Joe? It's just how you get the younger children. Because they want to play and jump around, and I don't know how you do it. So I'm just adding index clips to my substrate. Schools can't control an outbreak. Yes, I know, very difficult. I don't know how they're going to do it, to be honest. But I presume, you know, the teachers you see are more qualified than I am, so they probably know better. So I'm just adding some of these index clips, like so. Year 6, but not year 1. And exactly, Chris. Year 1. Oh, crikey, no. I mixed 15 in the year 1 room. She tells her own children, Mummy is not happy. So I'm just adding these index clips just to give me a metal element. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit more stamping on calico. Let me see if I've got a piece of calico. Yes, I have. That'll do. So I just need another one of the stamps that says garden tools. So I just need the garden tools stamp. I'm chucking everything all over the place again. I'll never be prepared for the workshop at this rate with chucking everything everywhere. Let me just move this dig, dig, dig onto something else. Dig, dig, dig. And then we've got the garden tools. What are we saying? Crikey. And kids back in all. I don't think anybody should go back. I know it sounds bad, but I don't think anybody should go back yet. But the government, well, I don't know. Definitely going to be difficult. I'm glad I don't have to go back yet. So, well, what have I done with that? So garden tools, like so. The garden tools. If I add it down, actually I'm going to add it there because I need a bigger strip to go there. So I'm going to add my garden tools here. Just on the side. Oops, all the fibres are sticking to my hands. They're sticking to my hands. In Wales, no plan to go back. Wow. Crikey. Oh, thank you, Shelley. Yes, I'm enjoying it. Just going with the flow. Just going with the flow. And how long have I been on? Oh, I haven't quite done an hour yet. So I'm not doing too bad, am I? I'm doing all right, considering I'm just going with the flow. And I think I might have a paper clip here. So just add my paper clip over the G. Add my paper clip over the G. It's nice just using everything you've got on your desk because you feel like you're not wasting anything. So it's quite nice, feeling like you're not wasting anything. Then I've got, where's the little trowel? Got my little trowel at the base of my wood here. Let me move this up so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to add my trowel here. Thought government say 1 teacher for each 6 kids in a group. We'll have to see. Thanks, Chris. I just don't want to rush it because I don't want to just make something for the sake of making it and it not look a reasonable quality project. So I do like to take my time. And I'm now going to add the garden fork text. I'm just going to add this. I love adding little touches. I like to take my time to add the little touches just to my project. These little touches are what make me happy. I love adding the little touches. So this just says trowel and garden fork. So I like adding bits like this. So maybe when you're in your craft room, try and create something with what you've got left. Try and create a project with what you've got left. Try and challenge yourself. Whatever's on your desk, make something with it. So just pressing those down. I'm going to get another piece of calico. Just going to cut a longer piece of calico. So are you doing anything this weekend? Are we doing anything this weekend? Oh, your rusty wire came on. Yay, to rusty wire. We like rusty wire, rusty tin wire. So I just need that a bit shorter. I'm just cutting another piece of calico, like so. And just see if we can just fray those edges, like so. And what I'm thinking is, you see, I'm going to add a little piece down here like this. That's it. So I just need to stamp something on there. Are you watching some lady named Tracy Evans? I wonder who that is. Is it the workshop? The weekend classes are nice because you don't have to rush, do you? There's no rush to do anything. That's what I like. I love the fact we just take our time going at our own pace without too much pressure. That's what I like. Sometimes we're always having to rush everything, and I don't like rushing my project. I like to take my time. So I'm going to add this here like that. I'm going to stick them down on the corner of my project. Just let me get some adhesive on this. Adhesive on here and here. And all we've used is a sardine tin. A sardine tin. I'm doing some crafting. What's Tim doing on Saturday, Linda? Is it his normal Facebook Live? So I'm just adding this over my tin. So I just want this to stick onto my card. Just moving my fibre a little bit more so I can see garden fork. There we go. And I've got lots of fibres which I don't want to get rid of. We will add some splatters of white. I've practised a couple mornings now, getting up in time. getting up in time is not easy, I have to say. The getting up bit is difficult sometimes. It's not always easy. And what I'm going to do now is just add some more stripes of the blue. Where's my credit card gone? Just to bring a little bit more of the blue in. Remnants, and I got enough for a month. I know, calico. When I ordered it as well, a load came. I ordered remnants as well. It wasn't a remnant when it arrived. It definitely wasn't a remnant. So I'm just going to add some more little touches of this blue, just to lift the whole design. Just to lift it a bit. I have my first ever Zoom Sunday PM with some strangers in Boston. Ooh, Lucy. That'll be an interesting Zoom session. I was doing it at 6. I got up early, but then by about 10 AM I nodded off again. That's not good, Anita. Mind you, that's the good thing about online classes. You can just do them whenever you want, can't you? You can do them at your own pace. There doesn't have to be any rush. So I'm just adding some of these scratchy lines, just to sort of frame my piece, but just to brighten the background just a little bit. I love just adding a few little mark making. Just lifts the whole design. I think it does, doesn't it, Lee? I think sometimes if you bring a colour that's everywhere else, it just sort of, it brings the whole design together. Just makes it look a little bit more cohesive. So we're just going to add a little bit more blue, just a little bit to the paper, just so it looks like we've thought about it. So it doesn't look like that this has been a session where we're just going with the flow. So that it looks like it's actually something we've planned. Just because you do something off the cuff doesn't mean you don't have to think about what you're creating. So I'm just adding a little bit of blue just to these areas, just to lift it a little bit. I like the touches of blue. I just think it lifts it a little bit. It just lifts the whole design. Just so it's not all dark. You don't want it to all be dark. You want it lifted a little bit, just so that it looks better. So I quite like that. And I'm just going to add a little bit, I don't know why I wiped that paint up, a little bit of blue just around the edges. I'll lift this up so you can see those tools in the background, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of blue to the edge of my canvas, because that'll finish it off nicely. Oh, thank you, Sue. It's such a challenge. You should try it sometimes. Just use the products you've got on your desk. One stamp set, but stuff that you've got on your desk, or maybe backgrounds you've not used for a while. And sometimes it's quite a challenge because you realise that you can't just reach for products. You've got to use what you've got. And sometimes it makes you think a little bit harder about your project. Makes you think about how it's all going to work together. So I'm just adding this little bit of blue round the canvas, just using the edge of my paint pot just to bring in that blue. The blue just lifts it a little bit, just lifts your design. Just need a little bit more paint. That's better. Just so it looks like I've thought about it, not chucked it together. There we go. And that, I think, is finished. Let me just have a look at it. Let me just move this out the way. So I've also got these little wooden numbers here. These are little vintage numbers. They've been on my desk for months for the right project, so I may use them as well. I'm braver with my crafting now. Oh, thanks, Sue. I'm glad you're braver, because it doesn't matter really if we make mistakes. It does if you're live like me, because there's nothing worse if somebody's watching you and you make a mistake. But when we're at home, it doesn't matter if we make mistakes. It really doesn't matter. I think I'm going to need one more number. Let me just see if there's another one on my desk. I need another number. Just one more. I don't know what number it is, but that'll do. 87, right? Just so I've got it in threes. Just to add those numbers there. And this is what I spend most of my time doing, is the backgrounds and the little touches, just to make it cohesive. Oh, thank you, Jeannie. Because you don't have to say that. It's really nice. Just add a little bit of the blue just to those numbers, like so. And those that are joining me tomorrow, don't stress. It's a really simple class. Nothing difficult tomorrow. So what I'm hoping tomorrow and Sunday is we get to enjoy each other's company a little bit more, because it won't be like creating a very full on, like 5 hours. So it'll be a nice simple project. This is our project today. And that background now works with everything else. And we've used a sardine tin, and because we've bought the colours in the background and in the foreground, that's what makes it work. You could even hang things from the wire if you wanted to, but I'm going to leave it like that. I don't want to add too much. I use my dining table too. I've been sewing today. Oh, Maureen, yeah, do you know, I need to add some sewing to some of my cards again. Oh, thank you, Steve-O, thank you. So it just uses that background, but that blue just lifts it a little bit. It creates it so that it's not quite so dull. Although the background isn't dull because it's got that cream paint. It's still, and I still may add things. I just don't know what yet. I still may add a few things. So it's got our little charm here as well. And it's got a little rusty nail inside. Just to give it a little bit. You're very welcome, Eugenie. Thank you. It doesn't matter, Sally Ann, that you missed the start. So it just, there's quite a lot of detail in there. And we've managed that in an hour, which is not too bad. Not too bad at all. So we've managed that in an hour. Oh, brilliant, Adi. That's fantastic. Thank you, Sue. So that's our live today. Those ladies that are joining me tomorrow, I will see you bright and early at 10 a.m. Oh, thank you, Maria. So I will see you all at 10 a.m. So don't worry if you're a bit late and you're in the room. Don't. You know what Facebook is like. It sometimes doesn't show the first time. So you join me tomorrow, go out again. So I shall see all you tomorrow for the workshop. Thank you for joining me today. I was a bit slow today. So thanks very much. And if I add any more bits, I'll show you the project. If I add any more bits, I will show you. Oh, thank you, Fiona. Thank you. See you tomorrow, Paula. See you tomorrow. Yes, a Father's Day gift. That's a good idea, Kay. Never thought of that. Oh, thank you very much. I'll see you all the weekend. See you all at the weekend. Bye. Bye, everybody.